Hey, I just wanted to show you guys how I define the curls at the end of my locks. It's really simple, really easy. I don't do it much often. I do it like once a month and it keeps my hair curly. This is added in hair and I've been having it in my hair for 4 months. I've already detangled this section. Now this side is where I haven't detangled that. So you see how it's like, it's not wet. It still has a curl, but it's starting to lose a little bit of its curl. And I'm gonna go into our water bottle and we're going to take a section at a time. I'm gonna wet this down. People have asked me, does my curls slip out? But no, they have not. I have had only one slip out within 5 months. When I have braided in my curls, I made sure that I added a slip knot to it. I'm gonna take our brush. I'm gonna brush this hair, and I use this brush, this Goody brush. This Goody brush really, I think it was really cheap, I don't remember. I just really like the color and I like the bristles on it, and that really helps. Another section, throw it down.
It's very important to always brush your hair when it's wet. You don't want to brush it when it is dry. I feel like you just get way more breakage when you do that. So I always make sure that my hair is really sprayed down with water, and I brush from the tip of the hair up to the start of my lock. I don't brush my lock, just the added in hair that I have. This method is really good for added in hair for your MicroLocs or even for your boho styles. So this is just the first step. You want to make sure that you spray it down really good. If you don't have a spray bottle, then you can just wet your hair in the shower or in the sink. Just make sure that it is wet. Now you're going to want to get a bristle brush because that is the best brush to just detangle your curls. When I am brushing out the curls, I'm making sure that I'm holding my lock. Therefore, it takes the tension away from my scalp. Also, when I'm doing this first step, I'm making sure that my hair is free of any products because after I get done detangling, I'm going to start adding in product. Now that it's all detangled, I'm just going to let down both of my sections and start adding in my product. So I really like the Lotta Body. This mousse has been one of my staples for a while. And I laid my edges before I even started this video, so I put the scarf on to keep my edges down because they try to fight me, but now I'm taking it off. I only use 2 products to refresh my curls. So here's the Lotta Body, and I use a lot of pumps of this. With the product, you are going to want to get the curls mainly. Don't really try to mousse down your locks. Then you're grabbing your paddle brush again and you're going over that section and you're just brushing downwards, and it defines the curls really good. After I brush the curls, I let it sit there. I don't try to piece apart them until they are dry. So you're just going to do that with each section. You're going to brush it downwards and you're going to put it to the side. It's important that your hair stays wet during this process or damp. So if it does start to get dry on you, then you can use your spray bottle and just spray it down just a little bit more, because you never want to brush your hair while it is dry. After I finish brushing out all my sections and defining my curls, I bring in my second product, which is the Got To Be Glue Hairspray. And I like this just so it can keep my curls staying curly. I probably can do without it, but for me, I feel like I need it. So I just go along my sections and I spray the curls only, and I do a little bit at a time. And be careful of the angles while spraying because I did spray myself in the eye. It was actually my first time doing it. I think it's because I was filming and trying to focus on getting a good angle and got myself. So yeah, you're going to want to spray down all the curls and just use a little bit of hairspray, not too much. You guys, my eye was burning, but you're going to want to get a blow dryer, and we are getting close to being finished. So you're going to put your blow dryer on the cold setting, or if it has like a cold button, you want to press that cold button. And normally I have my little diffuser attachment, but I didn't have it. So I just used my hand and I gathered my curls and I kind of spread open my hand a little bit so the cool air can go through my hand. And I am scrunching up my curls a little bit so it can stay really curly and not stretch out too much. When I got done blow drying, I was realizing that one side was longer than the other, but I think it's because one side is retied and the other side is not retied, so maybe that's why it was looking like that. But once your hair is dry enough, you can start piecing apart your curls. And you want to be careful just to piece it apart without it getting frizzy. So just take your time and separate your locks, separate the curls. And the more you separate, the bigger it gets. Also, when you're separating your locks, you want to make sure that you are holding the lock and that you're not tugging on the scalp. So every time that I'm pulling apart my lock, which causes a lot of tension, I'm making sure that I hold my lock. Off the camera, I went and fluffed out the rest of my hair, and this is how it is looking. So this is my curls all refreshed, and this is me trying to make it even more bigger because I love big hair. But even though it's big right now, over the days it's going to get bigger and bigger as it just starts to become a little bit less defined. And you guys, I've always wanted to do a slow-mo with my hair with me shaking it, so here is my attempt. It was okay. But that was everything, you guys. Thank you so much for watching.